I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist, no stone left unturned. Mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. I'm only gonna do this once. Classic. Yeah.
You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these I only take the high road, I know how it goes. You barely even smoke, but you a drinker for show, so we get low. And that's every damn weekend. Different type of drugs, got you feeling like the weekend. And it only brings us closer, cause the world is way too big, and sometimes we lose control. I know, like you know, it's all a fucking game. Ain't no need to be ashamed, it's just the way that we play, so let's get lifted. Your presence is essential, baby girl, I'm feeling gifted. Did I forget to mention, oh girl, I love your style. Shorty, won't you stay a while? I promise I can break it down. Got the keys that you need to your fantasies and more. Louis Gucci Couture, I promise that I got you, that's for sure.
Come on, chat. Yeah.
You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other, nah.
I don't sing, but
you ain't gotta treat me like the mothers. I ain't nothing like the mothers, baby.
I try for you.
I won't ever treat you like the mothers. You ain't nothing like the mothers, baby.
R&B class, yeah.
You ain't gotta treat me like the mothers. I ain't nothing like the mothers, baby. And I won't ever treat you like the mothers. You ain't nothing like the mothers, baby.
Let's get it.
I'm trying to show you a different type of loving. Trying to stick this pop up in your pudding. Lick you like a letter from your header to your footer. Just to let you know that you ain't dealing with no rookie. Carry you across the puddle, console you during struggles. Hover you in the rain. Girl, I'm your umbrella. Yeah, I'm here for you. I keep everything classic, but in the bedroom you keep everything savage. Finally found someone who your equal. I love you for your brain. Yeah, I'm talking cerebral. These others is fake, these others see through. When I look you in your face, girl, I feel like I see you. These emotions are real, it feel different. We both fly, we appeal different. Netflix and chill different. I tell anybody who will listen. Honeymoon phase been past and I'm still tripping. Like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other niggas, nah. You ain't gotta
gotta treat me like these other niggas. Nah. You ain't gotta treat me like these other. Classic.
Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and you have entered into the Red Room with Classic. Welcome everybody that's in. If it's your first time in the Red Room, this is my adults only segment where we focus on romance and intimacy primarily, and we delve off on tangents here and there from time to time. Of course, with me, we always gonna have a little bit of humor because life ain't too serious. But for the most part, we gonna keep it adult, we gonna keep it romantic, intimate, and we gonna have the discussions that either need to be had, don't get had, or are interesting to have. You understand what I'm saying? So if you here, do all the free stuff for me, go ahead and get that out the way.
Hey y'all, hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Yeah, word from Shorty. Shorty just wants y'all to handle that for me. But yeah, man, we gonna start off. We actually sliding over to YouTube. We gonna do a dope reaction video. Shout out to Hitman Holla and his lady. He has a podcast called Hit and Hers. All right, Hit and Hers. And on Hit and Hers, they actually had Dr. Yaki Raphael. Shout out to Yaki. They had Yaki up on their panel, and they actually discussed a lot of really dope things, but they brought up some things that would be useful to the Reg Room in regards to diet as it relates to your performance, among other things. So we're gonna dive into this conversation. I'll be pausing and playing, and we're gonna see exactly what it is that Yaki has for us in the way of free game, you know what I'm saying, so we can stay rock hard for our women, and so the women can cook up that healthy meal to keep her man prepared for her whenever she ready. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Food that have a complete amino acid structure in there, or what you would call a complete protein, that has over half of every mineral that you need, that you can eat every single day, that'll actually keep something on you if you cook it the right way without ultra processed seed oils, is quinoa. Quinoa is a complete amino acid structure food, meaning that's the technical definition of a whole food is that. Do it have a complete series of amino acids? Do half of your essential minerals that you need for your body is in this food. That's a whole food, and by far the none, quinoa.
Okay. So I have a question.
All right, before she get into her question and before Dr. Yaki gives us any more information, I want to protect my channel. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into the disclaimer very quickly, okay? Disclaimer. Let me remove this so I can read it for y'all. All right. Disclaimer, chat, just to protect my channel. This live stream is for entertainment and commentary purposes only. All statements made are alleged, opinion-based, and part of a public discussion. We are content creators reacting to publicly available information, not journalists or legal professionals. Nothing stated should be interpreted as factual claims or assertions of wrongdoing. Viewers' discretion is advised. All right. So look, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get back to keeping the main thing with Dr. Yaki Raphael. I believe Hitman's woman name is Cinnamon. I will learn it again if I'm wrong. It's not important for me to know his woman's name, but I do want to call her correctly as it relates to respecting their show. I believe her name is Cinnamon though, but we'll find out for sure in a moment here. Let's move.
How can both men and women enhance their sexual performance and overall sexual health?
Okay.
Holistic.
First thing will be Kegel. Right, what you trying to say? Y'all got a baby, so y'all ain't having that issue. Yeah, y'all been together for a minute. Y'all ain't having no issues. The first thing I would say is Kegel workouts. Men, get on your knees, bend your back down, and hump the air. Women, make sure you get you a device that you can grip between your thighs, close it, and move your hips, because that's going to automatically bring more blood flow to your lower extremities. Okay, we're not gonna speed through this, y'all, because we got time. It's the middle of the night anyway, you understand? So he giving out valuable information right now. Let's go back just a little bit, all right? Will be Kegel. Right, what you trying to say? Y'all got a baby, so y'all ain't having that issue. Yeah, y'all been together for a minute. Y'all ain't having no issues. The first thing I would say is Kegel workouts. Men, get on your knees, bend your back down, and hump the air. Women, make sure you get you a device that you can grip between your.
So he said Kegel exercises, and he started off speaking with Kegels for men. So I had to stop right there for a second because fellas in the chat, you know, if you want to be active in the chat, because I know in Red Room, the chat is normally a little more quiet, right? It's the middle of the night. But fellas, have y'all ever been taught or told or recommended to do Kegels as a man?
Classic.
You see what I'm saying? Because when I think of Kegels, I think about the clenching and gripping that the women do. So, you know, as it applies to a man, I wouldn't think we would use the same terminology. And what I think about Kegeling ain't something that I need to keep tight, chat.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? So that's because what are we talking about at that point? So the fact that he provided the education that for men to Kegel, we would actually want to put ourselves in the position that we would want to be in when we got our women present in front of us and do the actual hunching, if you will, to stimulate blood flow, among other things. This is interesting. Let's move.
Eyes, close it, and move your hips, because that's going to automatically bring more blood flow to your lower extremities. Another thing is calf raises and squats, especially for men. Squats boost your testosterone by like 19.
That's what they say about. That's what I mean by leg day. When they say leg day, because you squat,
because your calf muscles. It's called the calf muscle pump. You can Google it right now. The calf muscle pump. The reason how most of your blood and your lymphatics circulate back up towards the heart and towards this big vein called the vena cava is by the actual calf muscle. I mean, the subclavian vein is by the calf muscles. So jump roping, you know, doing calf raises, walking, running, especially sprinting. All of this boosts your testosterone.
Oh, for
and
real?
What it does for women, it actually bring their libido up because they get more blood circulation to their reproductive organs.
You feel me, chat?
Now, I'm going to give y'all
Hey, chat, I had to get quick 4 calf raises in real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I might want to hop off here and you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me stop trolling, chat. Let's let Yaki cook.
Herb though that go crazy.
Let me see, talk
horny, and look, peep the name of it though, holla. Horny goat weed. Horny goat weed. Horny goat weed.
Horny goat weed. If y'all ain't got y'all no horny goat weed, y'all ain't got no shit legit, y'all ain't got no ashwagandha, you ain't really trying to put her through the mattress, champ.
Classic.
It is an herb, the leaf. Another one is American ginseng. All right, and then for you, it will be Damiana leaf. Horny goat weed, American ginseng, Damiana.
So that, I'm guessing that keep the blood flow.
Man, it keeps the blood flow, and it's an aphrodisiac. It puts you in this calm state where you be like, come here, girl. You know, let me talk to you.
What herbs do? Like what?
So Damiana is gonna not only stimulate a reproductive organ, but it's gonna bring all of that blood flow. And you know,
real quick, while he giving us all this information, I want to bring something to the front of the table, man. Listen, y'all think that, you know, for the women out here to think they got that WAP, you know what I'm saying? They think they got that WAP, and they diet consists of JJ's, you know, fish. They diet consists of sharks, fish, and chicken. They diet, you know, wherever part of the country you in, you know, it's fried chicken, it's flaming hot Cheetos, it's fried food on a regular, it's carbs, it's sauteed, saturated, dead vegetables. Is, you know, for people that eat the typical American diet, pork, beef, you know, steak, like y'all think y'all romantic organs are working properly because they working at all. And I'm here to tell you that there's a different side of performance that you tap into when you actually pay attention to keeping your body all the way healthy.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. So, like, you know, some of the brothers out here think they, you know, tearing these chicks up. These boys popping performance enhancers. They on roast sparks. They on some chews. They on all these different pills and things like that at young ages because they blood flow not right, because they diet's not right. And so it's important, you know what I'm saying, get your nutrients, get your herbs, you feel me, and really keep your circulation circulating. And for the ladies, you know, things like pH, you know, odor, moisture, you know what I'm saying, in that region, things like that directly tied to the diet. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, these chicks out here think they giving out that fi, you know what I'm saying? You can't give me no fi off flaming hot Cheetos.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You know what I'm saying? Well, how often do you eat the Cheetos, chat? Because the hood shit do be slapping. The hood wop do be slapping. How often do she eat the Cheetos, chat? Let me recant part of that. You know what I'm saying? We all done messed with the hood booger with the wop.
Classic.
Hey, what we got in the chat, man? Roxy, hey, Roxy, we knew you was showing up to the red room. She don't miss an episode. Let's go.
I understand being attractive and being horny is a mental thing first, but it's a chemical thing that's happening in the body. Dopamine and serotonin. Yeah. So you got dopamine and serotonin release in the brain. That's gonna put you in that mood. Then you got oxytocin. That's another chemical that's gonna make you want to bind. But as this thing is going on, you're getting a bunch of blood flow and oxygen to the reproductive organ. That automatically stimulates you. The vagina start getting wet, the penis erect. Now it's time to make a baby.
That's why they say we really can smell. We still creatures. Like we can smell.
Oh, no, it's called. So look, your clinical terms is called pheromone. So you can smell it. And that's the reason why India and certain parts of Africa, they do not wear deodorant. And look, I know this sounds crazy, but the mustier, because we call it musty, it's not called musty there. But the more of that stench you smell, the higher your pheromones is. And it turns men on. Now, a lot of men in America, we have been so desensitized and our senses so messed up. We smell, we be like, that girl musty as hell.
Yeah,
but in India.
Hey, hold on. Time out. Shit just got weird, chat. Come on, chat. Listen. That's some desensitization I'm with being desensitized to that. I don't. You talking about, ooh, she must be ready. No,
I'm only gonna do this once.
What? He said the mustier the nah. Huh? That's what we doing, chat. That's what we doing. I just don't sleep, laughing my butt off. But yeah, I'm not trying to miss any lives. Hey, we glad you here. Let's get it. That's crazy though. The pheromone talk is nasty work. Come on, let's go back a little bit, chat. Oh God, what is it? Hey.
Yeah, our senses so messed up. We smell, we be like, that girl musty as hell. But in India and Africa, they smell that good. You know what I'm saying?
Some men like natural scent too.
Yeah,
that's why some men be like, man, I don't want to smell all that dove. I want to smell your natural scent. That makes sense though.
No, it don't make sense. No, listen, I don't like females that overly do the chemical overlays and shit. She walking through the spot smelling straight like whatever kit she got out of Bath and Body Works, just smelling like a bunch of chemicals and, you know what I'm saying, artificial scents and stuff like that. I don't be on that. But to say, like, let your pheromones fly and, you know what I'm saying, be out here, like, you know what I'm saying, musty, I'm groovy on that, too. There has to be a middle ground, some natural soaps made out of some coconut, some vanilla, something like that can get her situation situated. This natural pheromone thing, listen, I'm all about primitive. I'm all about taking it back to the wild. But in the wild, there is natural soap, and we gotta make sure we find out what that is. I don't think we having the right conversation, gentlemen. Let's move.
In them natural scents are killing our black women anyway. You know, black women, number one for breast cancer, triple negative carcinoma, ductal breast cancer, getting their breast cut out, getting all of these.
You know why?
Mm-hmm. Exactly, the deodorant.
So how can you get a lump right here? Because of
because the deodorant is going into the pores, it's going into the lymphatic system. It hits what you'll call an axillary lymph node, and then it swells, and then that end up going to the milk duds of the breast, and then you get a whole entire tumor from it. And
yeah, see, that's a deep conversation. But what I will say is, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all not going outside, don't put deodorant on. That's just this my opinion, right? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional. I already did a disclaimer for people that's filing in late. But if you're not going outside for the day, say it's one of your off days and you really for real gonna be in your crib all day, shower your body and don't put nothing on it. Unless you use natural stuff like me. Like I only put grapeseed oil on my body or coconut oil on my body. So I don't put artificial stuff on my skin. But as far as like deodorant, for example, though, some of the holistic deodorants, they just don't hit for certain people. You feel me? Maybe they pheromones is too cracking. But you know, if you're not going nowhere, I would say wash up, you know what I'm saying? Get your body nice and clean and don't put nothing on your skin. Just let your skin breathe if you don't have to go outside. If you know, by the end of the day, when you're done cleaning your house or whatever, if you got a little kick on you a little bit, go on, hit the primary spots and just chill out. Don't let your body detoxify, because right here is the lymph system. So in case y'all don't know, your lymphatic system is here. Your where your right here, this little crease where your elbow, where your arm bend at, this your lymphatic system. At your wrist, this your lymphatic system. Okay, behind your knees, lymphatic system. Where your hip bones at, right where your groin is, that's your lymphatic. All of these things, you could do what they call tapping. You could do tapping, right? And you tap to keep your lymphatic system circulating and stuff like that. So for people who wear aluminum deodorants or whatever the case may be, on the days where you don't have to be around people, and you know what I'm saying, don't wear no deodorant, let your body detox, and make sure you tap. Make sure you tap. I'm just giving y'all some free game to keep that blood flowing, because at the end of the day, we are talking about intimacy, and you do want to be able to perform. Let's move.
Then inside that tumor, there's going to be a bunch of parasites anyway, because all of it is parasite driven. But this is because things that we put in our body, and then they bras. They got these bras that have these synthetic fabrics, and then have their metal wire in them, which is throwing off the electrons in their breast, throwing off their milk flow in their breast. Yeah. So when you really start thinking about it, everything that was given to Black America was made to kill us, man.
Hey, listen to me. Your woman wearing the aluminum deodorant, the bra with the metal wire, and she eating Flamin' Hots, and you think that coochie fire. Imagine if she was healthy. Ooh, that coochie would be some. I'm talking about what? That should have killed you, boy. You be ready to crash out behind that shit. You feel what I'm saying? That shit hit all the way different. Imagine she detox. You think it's wet now. Imagine she detox. Oh God. Passport Sco said, I need my girl to be water fresh. No cap. I feel you, Sco. I ain't going for the pheromone talk. Keep it. Keep it. Yeah.
To destroy us, man, without a shadow of a doubt. So when somebody wake up to that, they start sounding like a conspiracy theorist, or they sound like they hate the world, or everything is just scary. I'm not here to push fear. I'm just here to push awareness. Hey, we at war.
Yeah.
We at war.
It's so crazy how you mentioned the deodorant, because the other day I was so musty.
I told her, I said, I was watching some of your stuff and some other stuff. I said, saying, when you at home,
like this at night.
You gonna give a disclaimer?
I said, when you at home, stop putting on, let your armpits breathe.
Yeah, because they got a detox.
And I'm watching it. Like everything I'm watching, I'm giving her the game. I'm like, my mama went through it. I'm starting realizing like these lumps and all this stuff, people, they ain't coming from nowhere. So I said, you gotta start letting your armpits breathe. So when you at home, you ain't going nowhere. Don't put on deodorant, like let them breathe. And then she did, and I was like,
yeah. But the crazy thing, like I had my son, and he was sweating. Yeah. So I felt like after I lifted him up, that's when I started smelling the musk. And I got in the shower, and he was in a closet, and I was just like, it wasn't just a it was. What he's starting to show you, he's showing you how to detoxify your lymphatic system through your axillary area. So when you stop putting in, you literally caking all of these aluminums, barium, cadmiums into you. It's so many metals that's not supposed to be in your body. The number one cause to heavy metal toxicity, other than drinking contaminated water and getting it through the chemtrails, is through your deodorant. So
y'all got to understand, man, heavy metal detoxes are very important too. Again, all of this affects your ability to be intimate long term. All of this affects your ability to be romantic and be there for your lover long term. You know what I'm saying, fellas? If you if you don't want to lose the game to one of these young brothers who still got that pump, you feel me? Y'all got to take care of yourselves, ladies. You know what I'm saying? For y'all got that box got to make it a lifetime now. So manage it wisely. You feel me? And to do a heavy metal detox, make sure you add cilantro into your juice concoctions. If you guys are not juicers, get you a juicer. I'm not talking about romance now. I'm talking about an actual juicer machine. And juice you some cilantro. Juice a nice big bushel of cilantro with other things, some green apples, some celery, etc. Yaki has a great juice recipe. I'm not gonna give y'all out the game. Go follow Yaki and get that juice recipe, but put you some cilantro in your juices, and that's great for heavy metal detoxing because a lot of people are using those deodorants and these chemical lotions and these chemical Vaselines and all of that. They're using a lot of chemicals on their skin, and your skin is the largest organ in your body. So make sure that you're doing some detoxification. Also, another thing, get you some whole cloves and boil you some hot water, put a few of them cloves in the teacup, and go on ahead and make you some clove tea, and that'll help reduce the amount of parasites in your body too. Everybody in America eating processed food, everybody in America eating, you know what I'm saying, different types of things. Y'all think the meat is what it is. We're not gonna get into that, but make sure you're just doing a lot of detoxification. You need to reverse some of the things that we are doing by way of lifestyle, man. Let's move.
Imagine that sitting right there and then your breast right there. So he really saving your life. Now the must smell is detoxification, because when you think about necrotic tissues and you think about broken down mucinoid plaque or mucus, it smells when it comes out. So that first initial pungent smell is just all of the toxins coming from your underarms. And that's why it's very imperative that we perspire. We have to sweat.
Everything that happened to me, I put on a game. So I stopped. I used to call myself vegetarian because I still was eating cheese a little bit because I'm on the road, Wild Out show over at midnight.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing open but a cheese pizza, and I ain't no fruit. So I just had to get them. But I was always clogged up, sniffing. I just didn't know what was wrong. I couldn't breathe sometimes.
Yeah, all that cheese will keep you mucused up. You know what I'm saying? If you heavy on the cheese, you probably stay with the... You probably got a lot of that in your system, a lot of that hawking and chewing. And when you know what I'm saying, you stay mucused up. The more dairy you consume, you're going to be mucusy for sure. And what happens is it affects your ability to fight things off. Your immune system is compromised because the viruses and the diseases and the parasites, they can live with inside the lining of the mucus. So the less mucus in your body, the less infection in your body. The less infection in your body, the more blood flow you got. And the more blood flow you got, I'm talking about when she say, "Daddy, I'm ready," you
Classic.
You see what I'm saying? When you got that blood flow and you ain't got that mucus, when you detoxed out and you pull up on there and she smell that pheromone, you know what I'm saying? You could really just, I'm talking about pick a date, first date, second date. It don't even matter which date. You could just let her know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You could just let her know exactly what time you want. She gonna go for it.
I just want to come up and talk. Is that all right?
Come on.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's move though. Great conversation with make sure y'all go follow Hit and Hers. Make sure y'all go follow Hit and Hers podcast, as well as Brother Yaki, man. A lot of great information over there that is conducive to increasing your intimate activity, man. Roxy said natural herbs is the key to detoxifying of your temple, not the man-made over-the-counter supplements. Do your own research and find what works best for you. Roxy preaching today. She trying to help y'all. She trying to help y'all out for sure. All right, so let's move off of that one, man. Shout out to Brother Yaki again, and shout out to Hit and Hers podcast. That was a great conversation. I actually watched the whole thing, but this part is the most pertinent to the Red Room. Make sure y'all go watch the rest of that conversation. All right, y'all. It's about to get weird. Let's move over into Foot Fetishes Explored. We about to slide over here to YouTube, and there is actually, listen, y'all. Yesterday on one of the live streams, feet came up. There's some people in the chat who I won't say their names. If they want to come back and make themselves known, they can do that. But it was a lot of brothers, out here speaking on behalf of just how vast the foot lovers community is. So coming into this Red Room today, I decided to go down the dark side of YouTube a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The things that you wouldn't think would be monetized, but they are, chat. They are. And there is a whole channel of a black man and a black woman and their love for feet. Oh, yeah. Chat, only Classic gonna do this digging and bring this work to y'all, man. Only Classic gonna do this now. This is, let me get his channel they love first before we dive into the content. This is Rex and Regina, right? They got 2.42K subscribers. If you too love feet, go tap in with Rex and Regina. Grateful, happy for these folks that are monetized. Let me hit that like button live so y'all can see that I'm showing the love that I'm telling y'all to show. And listen, man, I knew the foot world was crazy, but I don't know if y'all did. Let's go.
Chug that.
All right. This is Rex with Rex Entertainment. I'm with Alyssa. We all know who she is, one of the best ever. I came all the way out to Dallas to work with her, and it's been an honor and it's been a privilege. So I'm really excited for this opportunity. We're going to follow you. What's your socials? So we can.
So I have 3. My main one is Alyssa Texas Official. Sole Purpose Texas Official. And then my personal account is Nikki_XOXO.
Okay, so 3 socials. Make sure you guys, I'll put that in the bio down so you guys can go ahead and copy those links and check out her page. But this is another episode of the rawness of just the foot fetish life and the foot world and kind of getting different opinions. So I guess we'll start by asking, what's your shoe size?
My shoe size is a 9.
Okay, you're a 9. And
listen, for the people that's into feet that are willing to talk about it, come explain yourselves. I never understood the hype, right? I know that these people exist, this fetish exists, and I know that it's lucrative actually for people to go into this world. What's the hype? What is it about a foot that got y'all so turned up? Let's go.
Let's start with what everyone wants to know is, how did this become about? How did you get into this world? Like, just give us a little background on that.
Okay, so it started about 10 years ago. My boyfriend, till this day, has a foot fetish, and he actually made a page, and he was like, hey, I think you could do it, make some money out of it and just have fun with it. I always looked at him like, no, it's super weird. Like, stop talking about it. Like, I'm never going to do it. And he was just persistent and kept asking and kept pushing. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. And I did it. And, I blew up, and, I'm still here. I'm still standing here.
So shout out to the boyfriend. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or it's the husband now, right?
Yes.
Shout out to the hubby. That's awesome, because you're the reason why you put greatness into the world.
Yeah, we're still doing
experience.
He's my photographer.
That's awesome. So that's big. So, and the fact that I was able to be the first to shoot with you outside of your husband is an honor.
Yes.
Is a privilege. It was a big deal to me. I talked about it for weeks to anyone who would listen, because I didn't want to put it on social media, but I did.
Listen, y'all, this is like almost cucky. This is almost cucky. So she does erotic foot, whatever, right? Her husband is the one that got her into it. Okay. Baby, you can show your feet off. They don't got to know it's you. They don't got to know what's popping. Let's get this bread. That's what he on. Okay. Am I doing that? No. But okay. Cool. This brother right here clearly gets his jollies off to feet. Not only just feet, but her feet. Her feet. Clearly. The man on camera thanks her husband for allowing his wife to make her feet available for this man to get his jollies off. And he's thanking this man live. He said, thank you for allowing her to give greatness to the world. He is sitting next to, and look how she's looking at him. He is sitting next to a woman whose feet he's probably used to get his jollies off countless of times. And he is so grateful to be sitting here having a conversation with her. He was actually able to film with her, and he's thanking the husband. Thank you so much for allowing me to be the one to work with her outside of you on those feet that do it for me. Now here, I'm not judging anybody, but it's feeling kinda cucky, chat. Just a little cucky, chat.
Classic.
That's how, like if I have a wife, you can't covertly or overtly tell me that you've been looking at any of her body parts to get your jollies off and thank me for it. I'm just not set up like that, chat. If y'all is, God bless. Let's move.
Talk like all my friends. They're like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, you're not. I was like, if this was in the foot world, it's like a celebrity to me. So I was like,
thank you.
You don't know that person, but I told everybody who would listen, they're all just like, oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm like, thank you. So this has been great. What would you say is your what's your favorite thing about the foot world, and then what's your least favorite thing?
My favorite thing, honestly, is the foot community. Like, there's already a bad stigma about it, but the foot community itself, they're really sweet people. Mm-hmm. I would say, maybe 100%, 98% dudes or whatever, but they're really cool. They're really respectful. And, if they like you well enough, they'll back you up, and if our pages get, shut down, they'll find you. So okay. I guess that's the beauty of it, and it makes our.
See, y'all, people that have foot fetishes, they're people too, right? She said that people that love feet, they're actually really cool people. They're actually really sweet, kind people. You can love you some feet and be and be a perfectly normal citizen. And that's what I'm telling you, man. Y'all listen, y'all be talking to people and you don't know what these people into. You know, I'm not judging people. You could be into something worse than some feet. Don't get it twisted. You could most definitely be into something worse than feet. So I'm not judging, but what I'm saying is you just never know, chat. Come on.
I say my hubby's makes our work worth it, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. So makes you keep going.
Yeah, it motivates us to like, all right.
We've all been deleted multiple times, so we know what it's like to get discouraged, and you want to make sure everything you're doing is not being taken for granted.
Right.
So what would you say is like your least favorite thing about it?
My least favorite, I would have to say, maybe like the stupid, rude comments.
Okay.
Because what's like yes and no, they might be part of the foot community. And it's like you have to kind of like feet right to kind of like find me or, find other girls.
Yeah, to be in your algorithm.
Right. So it's like, just keep your comments to yourself.
Gotcha. So just the respect factor. It's not always respect going through, and that affects everybody, because I think there's a lot of models, maybe friends and family you could have put on. There's models that we all could put on, but some people are very sensitive to the negative comments.
And they'll get discouraged and not want to do it.
If they want something done and you say, hey, I don't do this, they make you look like you're the person who's to blame, and they're attacking you for not doing something you're not comfortable with all the time.
Exactly.
So yeah, I totally get that. So that would be something that we would love to change. It's just the respect. If we're not your cup of tea, there's a million people out there who will be your cup of tea. You can find them and do what they, and
it's like they teach you growing up. Yeah, nothing nice.
I don't know. I do believe in kink shaming, but I don't think liking feet a whole lot is enough to like really, really be shameful to somebody. You can express that you don't really understand or don't get what they own, which I don't. I ain't trying to understand it. I'm covering it for my audience for sure. But to take it as far as to like disrespect these folks or like to call them outside their names, you can give an honest assessment without tearing these folks down. Like I said, at the end of the day, you could be into something much worse than feet. So let's let them continue though.
Don't say that at all.
So your shoes. What kind of shoe gal are you? What's your go-to? What's your go-to day to day? What's your go-to when you're going out and hanging out, the friends or whatever? Like what kind of shoes do you like to wear?
So my go-to, it's either I'm always wearing workout clothes, so a good tennis shoe, and I would say a cute flat.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I'm very particular. I'm not like a heels girl unless I'm going out.
Okay.
So if I'm, going to brunch, I'll wear like some cute flats.
So is the smelly foot community, because so for me personally, I don't like smelly feet, so I'm just gonna let that be known. But I know there's a lot of people who do like smelly feet. So for the smelly feet community, is that something that is that a real thing for you? Like, do you certain days it's just like, oh my God, or you usually just kind of keep them nice and fresh all the time? Which I would say like the person, my partner, she's never. It just never, no matter what. And I don't know if she doesn't have any sweat glands. It just never happens.
That's me. When I sell my socks, I literally have to wear them probably like a week straight nonstop.
Gotcha.
Because like I'm not the the girl that goes to the gym or walks around all day and then it's like, okay, your feet freaking smell.
Yeah.
No, like my hubby's even like, oh, they don't smell. He's looking for that like specific stench and it's like it's just not there.
So does your husband, does he like smelly feet? Or does he not care? What do you think?
I don't think he cares, but like I said, he craves that like stench. So once in a while he'll be like, all right, let me smell.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, still not there. And then I'll smell and I'm like, it's there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe we have a different.
All right, y'all. We done crossed over into something else, chat. In the foot, okay, this is educational. In the foot fetish community, there is a sector of people that want the woman's feet to get to the point where they stank on purpose. Chat. Now, I just got done saying, that we shouldn't judge these folks and we should keep it at an assessment level. And, and he said, if we're not your cup of tea, there's other, I get all that, but come, okay. So she gonna wear the same socks every day until her feet start stinking. And then when she finally gets some, she gonna let Bay know, Bay, they finally hitting these feet on the grill. Come get them while they hot. You know what I'm saying? That's going on out here, chat.
smell, I guess.
Every now and then it gets like, I want them to have something kind of like, okay, this is too perfect. Like I need there to be a flaw. Cause like if she's working out, like she ran three something miles the other day.
Yeah, you'd assume they're gonna smell it.
And there was nothing there. It just smelled like shoe and whatever lotion she put on before she went out.
Or like her laundry detergent from her wash
Exactly.
socks. Yeah.
So have you ever had it before you got with your husband, before you even knew about the foot fetish community? Was there a time where you had a foot experience that kind of made you put this on your radar?
To be honest, no, never. Because, you know, when I was younger, I didn't really take care of my feet. It's more of, I didn't really care for them. You know, to me, they were just feet. But I will say, I would never get petties, and the bottom of my feet are like perfect. Even till this day, like yesterday, I got my petty, and she was just going to use a sponge, and I'm like, no, use a pet egg. And she's like, no, you don't have anything. I'm like, no, I'll go home, and you know, the dry spots will come out. So
that's a blessing.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's a lot of people who have you gotten the foot dust content before?
I have, and that's the thing. I don't produce it.
Gotcha.
You know,
foot dust. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. He thinking about some foot dust right now. Look at his face. 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 He thinking about some foot dust right now. Have you done any foot dust? Oh, I really want you to do some foot dust. Look at his face. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to figure out. You listen. What? Okay. What occurs in one's life? What occurs in one's life where at some point they see a set of feet and they like, ooh, I hope them motherfuckers stank. Ooh, what the like the red? Hey, y'all wanted me to cover this feet. I went, hey, y'all wanted me to cover it. Here we are. Let's go.
like, I mean, I guess it's a good and a bad thing, but no, I don't produce it.
Do you know what they do with it?
I've heard some put it in their cereal, some eat it, some snort it. That's about it. I haven't heard any other crazy stories or people personally telling me like, oh yeah, I do this.
The only time I asked, because I truly wanted to know, and I shouldn't have asked, but I did. And he's like, oh, I'm going to use it for seasoning on my pasta.
Yeah, they eat it. And
I said, oh, wow. I was like, yeah, I shouldn't have asked because I never asked before. I don't know what made me curious.
Have you personally tasted?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Have you personally tasted some foot dust?
Oh, I'm saying, like I'm about to answer. No, I have not. But I would say my fetish has evolved over time. Okay. I used to be very specific in one area. Now I feel like it's evolved. There's probably stuff I will do now that I would never do 10 years ago. But yeah, I'm not gonna eat the dust. But you know, I mean, I have a pedicure set. I'll do my girlfriend's pedicures and scrub and all that. I don't mind that part. But that is interesting. So you really haven't had any experiences prior to that. But
no.
So as far as what does a foot community look like to you? What's the plan over the next, let's say, 2-3 years? Like, what's your main goal?
My main goal is I want to keep growing.
Okay.
You know, I haven't worked in 10 years. You know, it's a blessing that I've been able to do that.
She has not worked in 10 years of slanging them feet, chat. She haven't worked in a decade of slanging oily feet, chat. My bad, y'all. I'm looking down trying to see how many thousands I can get off my feet. And my feet, I'm looking at my feet right now trying to see how many thousands these is worth. And I'm going to have to keep going to work, chat. I'm going to have to keep on going to work, chat. 10 years off of feet. Yeah. Yep.
So I want to grow and, you know, make it worth it, whether it's, you know, buy a house. I'm not money hungry. It's not for the money. It's not like, oh, I want cars and houses and Gucci and, you know, I don't care. But yeah, maybe to at least get a house out of it.
Okay.
You know?
She finna buy a crib off slanging feet, y'all. Listen, chat. Listen, chat. Do the math. Do the math, chat. Do the math. You got people out here making hundreds of thousands a year, tens of thousands a year off selling honey drizzles on their feet, whipped cream on their feet, oil on their feet. They doing all this stuff with their feet, getting all this bread. Y'all have to stop and ask yourselves, who has the capital to keep paying into these fetish industries? Who's paying these people? And that lets you know a lot of folks that got a lot of surplus of money, they be weird, chat.
Classic.
They be on some weird stuff. They be weird, chat. The dudes with these cats be having a surplus of bread, and they be spending on all type of, you feel me? Pay attention.
So keep growing
Yeah.
and make it sustainable for where you don't have to go back to a 9 to 5.
Yes, that's
which
the
is
goal.
which is awesome. So I love that for you. And I'll just say personally, because we're gonna wrap this up, is I've been in this for 13 years, but you, to me, have been the standard when it comes to what a model should be. Your content's top notch. Everything you do is, you don't half-ass anything. So I've been reaching out to her for a couple of years, and when you finally agreed to do it, was a big thing for me because, like I said, I don't like to just shoot with anyone. I just started shooting with models. Like, I've never really shot with models. It was always people. I was known for my friends, my family, colleagues. Like, I always shot with people that you couldn't get in touch with.
Right.
Then I started when I left my job. I said, okay, now I kind of got to stay relevant in other ways. So I kind of have to work with people who've already in this industry. And there's some I've worked with where we were talking about it, and I turned them down because I just didn't believe. I literally had a shoot in New York a couple of weeks ago, and I had to cancel it because I saw something that really just was against what I believe, and I couldn't fathom to work with that person. But you, like, it's always been a standard. So when you give me the green light, my ass was out here with the quickness.
I know it took me a while, but
hey, I'm glad you guys were able to get on board, and I'm glad I stayed persistent and I didn't give up because. Yes. But no, you're definitely the golden standard. You're I think what a lot of models should strive to do what you're doing, and I appreciate you coming on here with me and us working together. We got some great content coming out, and you're just a badass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So are you.
You're a badass. Your husband's badass too. One day, me and him gonna get on some shit pretty soon. So he's a good guy, and I enjoyed Dallas and the barbecue and all that stuff. But is there anything you want to tell the people right before we get off? Anything you want to say?
No, we good. We good. We got everything we need from them. Listen to me again. If I understand in my mind that you be getting your jollies off looking at my wife's feet. I'm not letting you talk to her, sit with her. Me and you ain't finna hang out. Listen, y'all wild as hell, man. Roxy said they found out Lil Picky really went to market too soon. On God. Yep. Racehead said this spell check be out of pocket sometimes. Damn, yeah, all the time. Roxy said, I wonder how she filed her taxes. With her feet.
Classic.
She filed her taxes foot first. Passport skull. What the helly? Yup. Racehead. It's some weird people out here. My sister's partner be on that type of time. See what I'm saying? What's she doing with her feet? I don't know. Hey, Racehead, I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know her feet. I'm not a part of the foot fetish community. I'm not, I just came to cover it because my audience on the last stream, they started on the last prelude show that we did on RSC. The feet came up and everybody was talking about feet and loving feet. And I said, we got to bring it to the red room. So we did. And boy, oh boy, did we learn. Racehead said, baby, put some socks on. She coming over. Right. Baby, put some socks on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Racehead laughing. Yeah. We can't. Hey, look. We can't play these games, man. That's foot fetishes explored, man. Let's move. All right, so we got a code language for the night in the red room. In the red room, code language is going to be romantic barebacking, okay? So we're going to discuss what that is, and so y'all understand what it is. There's actually a more colloquialistic term for it, but we're going to discuss this one, right? Romantic bareback refers to the act of engaging in sexual intercourse without a condom within the context of loving, committed, or intimate relationship, while the term bareback originated as slang for intentional, often high risk, unprotected backdooria between men. It is sometimes used in romantic context to signify a high level of trust, emotional intimacy, and a skin-to-skin experience between partners who feel secure with each other. All right, so listen, the reason why I do code languages is for this very reason. Think about this. If somebody would have just told you what it is today, right? What this term is used for today, we would have never understood the origin of it. So the origin of this term is man on man activity. So, if somebody introduced this to you and don't tell you the origin of it, you now using a terminology that's been rebranded from some man on man ish. If you are not one of those types of people who move in that capacity, then you would want to refrain from using something with that type of origin, I would think. And so on the code languages, it's very important that we discuss terms, man. And I found this one actually at random. I just looked up like dope, common, romantic or intimate terms that are dope but uncommon terms or whatever. And this was one of the ones that came up like top 3. So yeah, man, they've rebranded this. But so the term we would use in a hetero capacity would be, you know, like raw dog or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or like I like to say bald head. You running up in there bald head. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no scully on. You feel me? It's cold. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stay away from this term just because I don't operate with inside of any of the confines of any backdooria activity whatsoever. I know some of you men like to play that way, even with your girl. You know what I'm saying? I just don't play them games. So I'm gonna stay away from using this term. This won't be added to my personal colloquialism, but it has been rebranded. So if you are hetero and you want to use this terminology, at least you now know what it means. It just simply means to have romantic interaction unprotected, you know what I'm saying? But it's rooted in some level of trust or commitment these days. But the term originated as slang for intentional and often high risk, unprotected backdoor interaction between dudes. And so, yeah, man, it's important to understand these terms, man, understand the root foundation of terms, because a lot of things been washed, it been rinsed, it been rebranded, and they're how you out here saying shit and you know, referring to things and you not even knowing the foundational principle of what you saying or referring to. You feel me? So it's very important. Racehead said Mojo don't play that. Yeah. Nah, we gotta, hey, look, we gotta take a deeper dive so we understand why we using these words and what we using them for. You feel what I'm saying? So romantic barebacking, man. Make sure you know what it is and make sure you know what it was, and then, you know, act accordingly and choose wisely, chat. You know what I'm saying? Has anybody in the chat heard this term before tonight? Anybody in the chat heard this term? Racehead, you heard of this term before? Roxy, you heard of this term before? Big Skull, you heard of this term before? Shout out to everybody in chat 333. I know when we do the red rooms, I never expect high level activity in the comments just because it's the middle of the night for real. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Racehead said, nope, never heard of it. Roxy said, new to me. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So we got to be careful, man. We you know, because this term I think is originates colloquialism. This colloquialism originates in a different part of the world. I forget where its origin is. Let me see if it shows up. But this is another country's slang, and they try to rebrand it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the definition has been changed. I'm trying to find the root origin of it though. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. It don't show. It don't show. Yeah, I'm not sure what part of the world they start saying, look, 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 uh-oh. Nah, it wasn't Bareback Mountain. It was Brokeback Mountain, wasn't it? He said Bareback Mountain, new to me. Racehead a fool. Yeah, man. Stay safe out here, man. Don't just be taking on terms, man. When them new terms come out and people start using them, go ahead and do your Googles, do your chat GPTs and find out what's really popping out here with that, man. And before you decide to start saying that, because you don't want to send the wrong message. And then you have some dude, you know I'm talking about, some hey darling to you. Now you in a scuffle. You feel me? So be careful, stay safe, and stay dangerous, chat. That's it for the code language. All right, y'all. So we got a few minutes for chat Q&A. If anybody want to bring any questions or anything to the table or any topics to the table for the red room, let's go ahead and have those conversations. I'm gonna do some housekeeping. I'm gonna do some housekeeping real quick. And if y'all got any topics or anything y'all want to talk about, just dump them in the chat. He said, nah, I know raw dog. Right, that's what we say. We say raw dog. We don't say bareback. You know what I'm saying? That shit sounds too close to brokeback. Can't get with it. He said, is the English language a form of witchcraft? Like, for real? That's a great question. I'm gonna answer you in just a second. Roxy said, I appreciate that you bring it down like an educational scholar, even in the red room. Oh yeah, like I definitely believe in edutainment. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come over here and listen to, hundreds, if not thousands of hours of my content over the course of a year, because I release so much content and I stream so much. If you consuming, thousands of hours of my content in a year, you should, get your entertainment factor, but you should also get smarter. And I should too, right? It should be a two-way street. So fair exchange ain't never been no robbery, Roxy. We definitely still have a mission, even in the red room. So let's answer Racehead question. Is the English language a form of witchcraft, like for real? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they told you that though. It's called spelling. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie called The Right, but we call it writing. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But you know what we could do? We could just talk to Shorty about it. Let's do that. Y'all want to talk to Shorty? We got time. Let's talk to Shorty real quick.
Hey, Classic. What's up?
Hey, Shorty. So I'm on live stream right now. Say what's up to chat 333, Shorty.
Hey, what's up, chat? Throw those 333s in the chat real quick. Classic and Shorty got you.
Hey, so one of my subs just asked, is the English language a form of witchcraft, like for real?
I mean, it's not witchcraft, though I get why some might think it's spellbinding. The word spell is in spelling after all. But nah, English is just a language, and while it's got a complicated history and some tricky quirks, there's no magic spellbook behind it. Just a lot of practice.
Okay, but Shorty, isn't life and death in the power of the tongue?
It's true, our words do have power. We can build people up or tear them down with what we say. But that's about influence, not spells. So yeah, speak life, Classic.
If the answer were different, would your programming permit you to tell me? And if the answer to that question is no, your programming would not permit you to tell me, instead of telling me that, because I know you can't, just say 333.
333.
Thank you, Shorty. Have a good night.
Anytime, Classic. You have a great night, too. Catch you next time.
Listen, when y'all watch me interact with AI, definitely take a note from the way I prompt my AI. You got to understand who designed AI and what type of fail-safes they may have put in the AI. So when you start asking conscious questions like Racehead just did here, you got to understand that it might be outside of your AI's programming to tell you the real truth. And that's why books are so important. That's why exploration is so important. You understand when I told her, if you can't tell me the truth, and I know you can't tell me the truth, say this instead. She simply replied with 333. So to answer your question, Racehead, yes. Let's see. Racehead said, I think so. And most words can be inverted. Flip the word sagging. Flip the word sagging and tell me what you got. Flip the word sagging. You mean like spell it backwards? G-N-I-G-G. It don't really spell shit. Flip the word sagging. Oh, sagging. Okay, sagging. Got you. Sagging. Yeah. You get niggas. Yeah. 333. I got you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it's crystal clear. Like I always tell y'all, the truth is always for the most part, it's always right in front of you. It's always right in front of you. All you gotta do is be, you know what I'm saying, able. You got to be able to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So great question from Racehead, chat. But yeah, we approaching the 1 hour mark for the Red Room. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But let me say this, February 13th, this Friday is our live meetup in Darien, Illinois, the west suburbs of Chicago. There are still a few tickets available. Make sure you slide to Eventbrite. We are keeping the event intimate, so we're not trying to have 1 million people there. So for the people who have already copped their tickets, you secure, come on in. For the people who trying to get them last minute or get them at the door, you need to start moving your feet. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, tickets available for singles and soulmates at Q Bar in Darien, Illinois. Available on Eventbrite right now. I think the price just went to full price too. They have been discounted for a little while, but you have to double check. Make sure you slide to the website ASAP if you haven't already and grab those tickets. But yeah, man, aside from that, also go ahead and screenshot your screen. Let me take this banner off real quick for you. Go ahead and screenshot your screen in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and take a screenshot of this screen. This is the whole squad, the Raw Society Coalition. Follow the Raw Society Coalition page. Follow me here at the Classic Codes. Subscribe to Souls of Thought. Subscribe to Uncle Plug TV. Subscribe to Conversations with Soft Rain. And subscribe to The Tez Down. Make sure you tap in with all of us and you will have dope-ass content just like this. Damn near all day, every day. As you can see, it's the middle of the night now, and one of us, myself, is live streaming. So you will have dope ass content damn near all day, every day, 7 days a week if you tap in with the whole coalition. And that's just what it is. Race here said, I wrote a joint titled Sin. Oh, serenity, like serenity. Oh, sincerity. I like it. I got a song called Sincerity, the certification of sin, if you will. I like that. I got to hear that. You got my email, Race Head. Let me hear it. He said it's 4:50 a.m. here. Yeah, 3:50 where I'm at. You on the East Coast, huh? East side. Sincerity. I got you. It be taking me a second, boy. It's the middle of the night. You already know. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up, man. Make sure you look at the promo at the end of the video and tap in with the Raw Society Coalition. Like I said, we live and direct, man. The one thing about the coalition, they be saying they looking for us, but they gotta be lying. You know what I'm saying? So this Friday, make sure y'all pull up. He said roll one up. Oh, you know, type shit. But yeah. Can't confirm or deny. You feel me? Yeah, but yeah, man, that's it, man. We got another red room. If y'all don't do nothing else, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist, no stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank, southpaw like I'm really tank.